Buying a home in 2026, the real cost no one talks about thinking about buying a home in 2026. Everyone's talking about interest rates and down payments, but there's a huge piece of the puzzle that almost nobody mentions. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the real cost of homeownership, the stuff that can turn your dream home into a financial nightmare if you're not prepared. So, what do I mean by real cost? It's not the number you see on the Zillow listing. It's just the starting point. The real cost is the sum of all the hidden, unexpected, and ongoing expenses that pop up after you get the keys. These are the costs that don't get factored into those simple online mortgage calculators. We're talking about everything from closing costs to the leaky faucet you discover a month after moving in. Ignoring these costs is the #1 mistake new buyers make. And it's a mistake we're going to make sure you don't fall for. Let's start with the big one, the truth about home prices. You see a house listed for $500,000. Simple, right? Wrong? In a competitive market, that list price is often just a suggestion. Depending on your area, you might need to bid $10,000, $20,000, or even $50,000 over asking just to get your offer accepted. So that $500K house could actually be a $550K house before you even start. Plus, you need to factor in the appraisal. If the bank appraises the house for less than your offer, you have to cover that difference in cash. This is called an appraisal gap, and it can be a massive, unexpected expense right at the beginning. Now, let's talk about the upfront hit. This is where the pain begins early. Your down payment is the big one, of course. Let's say you're aiming for 20% down on that $550,000 home. It's $110,000 right there. But wait, there's more. Closing costs are the silent killer. These can run anywhere from 2% to 5% of the total loan amount. On a $440,000 loan, that's another $8,800 to $22,000. These costs cover things like loan origination fees, appraisal fees, title insurance, and attorney fees. Then there are prepaids, where you pay for your first year of homeowner insurance and several months of property taxes up front. And don't forget the inspection fees. A good home inspection can cost $500 to $1,000. And you might need specialized inspections for things like the sewer line or the foundation. Add it all up, and your initial cash outlay is way more than just the down payment. Once you're in the house, the costs don't stop. In fact, they're just getting started. These are the ongoing costs that never seem to end. First, you have your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Your mortgage payment covers the principal and interest. Property taxes and homeowners insurance are often escrowed and can increase every single year. Then comes maintenance. Experts recommend setting aside 1% to 3% of your home's value every year for maintenance and repairs. For our $550K house, that's $5,500 to $16,500 a year. That's for the big stuff, the roof that needs replacing every 20 years, the water heater that dies unexpectedly, the HVAC system that gives out in the middle of a heat wave. It's also for the small stuff like pest control, lawn care, and that weird noise the dishwasher just started making. And let's not forget utilities. Water, gas, electric, trash, and internet bills are often higher in a larger single-family home than in an apartment. And if you're in a neighborhood with a homeowners association or HOA, you'll have monthly or annual dues on top of everything else. These ongoing costs are what truly define the affordability of a home long term. So why does 2026 make all of this even trickier? A few key factors are at play. First, while mortgage rates might come down a bit from their recent peaks, they're unlikely to return to the historic lows we saw a few years ago. This means borrowing money will still be relatively expensive. Second, the housing inventory is still tight in many areas. Less supply and high demand keep prices elevated and competition fierce. Third, the costs of labor and materials for repairs and renovations are still high due to inflation and supply chain issues. That roof replacement that would have cost $15,000 5 years ago might cost $25,000 in 2026. Finally, we're seeing insurance costs skyrocket, especially in areas prone to natural disasters like floods, fires, or hurricanes. Some insurers are even pulling out of entire states, making it incredibly difficult and expensive to get coverage. Buying in 2026 means navigating a market that's more expensive at every single stage, from the purchase price to the ongoing maintenance. This brings us to the reality check. Are you truly ready? Being ready isn't just about having the down payment. It's about having a robust emergency fund separate from your down payment of at least 6 months of living expenses. This is your safety net for when the furnace dies in January. It's about having a detailed monthly budget that accounts for all those pity and maintenance costs we talked about, not just the mortgage payment. It's about being emotionally and mentally prepared for the stress of home ownership. When you're a renter and the toilet breaks, you call the landlord. When you're an owner, you become the landlord. To find the plumber, pay the bill, and deal with the inconvenience. It's a huge lifestyle shift.
Ask yourself,
Honestly, am I ready for that responsibility? Do I have the financial discipline and the cash reserves to handle the inevitable surprises? So what are your options? Let's do a healthy comparison. Buying gives you equity, stability, and the freedom to make a space your own. But as we've seen, it comes with immense financial responsibility and a lack of flexibility. Renting, on the other hand, offers flexibility. You can move easily, and your landlord covers all the repairs and maintenance. The downside is you're not building equity. Your rent can increase, and you have less control over your living space. Then there's the third option, waiting. Waiting allows you to save more money, improve your credit score, and let the market potentially cool down. However, there's no guarantee that prices or interest rates will be better in the future. You could end up priced out of the market you were waiting for. There's no single right answer here. The best choice depends entirely on your personal financial situation, your career stability, your life goals, and your tolerance for risk. Buying a home can be an incredible, rewarding experience and a cornerstone of building long-term wealth. But going into it with your eyes wide open is the key to success. Don't just look at the list price. Dig deeper. Calculate the real cost. Talk to homeowners. Get realistic quotes for insurance, and build a budget that has plenty of room for the unexpected. If after all that, you're still excited and confident, then you might just be ready. But if this conversation has you feeling a little overwhelmed, that's okay too. It's better to be cautious and prepared now than to be house poor and stressed out later. Take your time, do your research, and make the decision that's truly right for you. Thanks for watching. I hope this gave you a clearer picture of what it really takes to buy a home in today's world. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more honest financial advice. Let me know in the comments what your biggest fear about buying a home is. See you in the next one.